It's almost World Turtle Day, everybody, and every year this is a chance to celebrate turtles, tortoises, terrapins across the world. And while our Australian freshwater turtles may be getting ready to sleep in many parts of the country with the winter coming on, it's still a great chance to actually join in the action and celebrate World Turtle Day with everyone across the world. As part of the 1 Million Turtles program, we're really excited. So come to 1millionturtles.com to find out more. With World Turtle Day coming up, we want to show you some of the amazing tools that we've been able to create through turtle data and turtle sighting data, the citizen science data that you guys have actually provided. Through TurtleSat now has more than 15,000 records, and about half of those are not just turtle sightings, but are actually nests. And from the nesting data, we can actually now predict where turtles are likely to nest. And we've got a tool that you guys can use to actually look in your local area and go to your local area to find turtles nesting. Obviously, not the best time of year for most freshwater turtles in Australia. There's a few that are in Queensland that are nesting at the moment. But in much of southern, southeastern or southwestern Australia, this tool, this predictive mapping tool that we've created, will be ideal to check out your local area after storms in October and November. So we often get asked, where am I going to find turtles in my local area? And through your citizen science data, we've actually now been able to create that. We can predict where turtles are likely to nest, because there's a few things that your data, that the work that you've done as citizen scientists, have actually shown us. So turtles need to nest on land. Check. A lot of data, more than 7,500 records of turtles nesting have been recorded in TurtleSat. But if you have a look at the habitat that they like, and what we find is it's quite consistent. They love the grassy open areas where they can put their nest. One, it's easier to dig into, but two, it keeps it nice and warm for their eggs to actually incubate. And you have a look at this girl doing amazing work here in the grass. She's digging a hole so she can actually place her eggs into. Because these eggs, guess what? They need to breed. So eggs need to incubate underground. They can drown if it floods or there's too much water. So the specific location where mum nests isn't just random. And the work that you guys have shown as citizen scientists, as in occurs over a very, very specific area. And so what we've been able to do, or the microhabitat, or the type of habitat that they're nesting in, is quite predictable. And so what we're actually seeing is that these open areas, the grassy areas, not the big thick woodlands, are actually very, very good for incubation. And regardless of species, most of these turtles are actually looking for very specific areas. So we've created this tool. You can explore it now here through the 1 Million Turtles website. Let me show you how it works. All right, just give it a few moments to load up. And what you can actually see here is a map of Australia, and it comes up with a whole range of different layers here. The main ones to look at is these red layers. Where we've got a red spot, we've essentially got a likely nesting area or habitat that is potentially a nesting area. I want to give you a really good example of why this is a good tool. We're going to have a look at Perth. We've got amazing crew over there. So if I zoom into Perth, and so you can see a lot of this southwest area, it's good for nesting. But if you actually look at Perth by itself, generally not so good. Here it comes, loading up here. It's much quicker on the phone, so this works really well. So Perth itself is not, as a general area, not a great spot for turtles to actually nest. But if we actually start coming in, you can see, hang on, there's a few spots here, amongst these urban areas that might be good locations and important locations for turtle nesting. So let's have a look. So these are the areas that are predicted good. We've got it for turtle nesting. And you can see in red, let's actually overlay where some of the work's been done over here, where the turtle nests are. Absolutely fits the model. So this is now a pretty good predictive nesting tool. So let's have a little bit, a more in-depth look at where they're actually nesting in. So check, we've got a lake, we've got a water body, a freshwater body here. You can see it's kind of in a reserve. Let's now turn on, you can change this. This is what you guys can do, is change this. Change it to satellite imagery. You can now kind of see what we've got. We've got, these open areas, like the grass that we saw in the photo of the turtle nesting before. You can see them all nesting, kind of in these areas here. And so they're actually becoming a really good area, a good predictive mapping tool. We've still got a lot to do, but we'd love you to actually go in and have a look at the 1 Million Turtles page, and have a look for yourself and see if you can think of areas where you've seen turtles nesting. And if you can think of those areas and they're not in TurtleSat, put them in now. It's not too late to do that, to put into TurtleSat. If you can remember the time, if you're taking a photo, beautiful. You can put that in any turtle sighting, anything like that. Put into TurtleSat, even if it's not straight away, even if it's not right now, definitely put it into TurtleSat. So, but I do want to show you downtown Sydney. So we've got Sir Joseph Banks Park, just to let you know, we've got a Turtle Island there that's launched. So you can go down and have a look at those Turtle Island. It's not just turtles, there's one for swans as well. This is down here, Sir Joseph Banks Park in Bayside Council, which is down at Botany. And this is the airport. This is the airport runway here. So amongst all of this salt water, amongst all of this urban landscape, pretty much downtown Sydney, you find this urban lagoon in Sir Joseph Banks Park. Looks a bit green, probably a bit of nutrient runoff, but turtles love it. There are turtles in there. And so I did a bit of a search. This area came up to be a hotspot, as you can see. And so I went, searched the paths, searched the area, and found a nest. Let me show you. I've now put it into TurtleSat. And there it is. Nice open area. And it was a dug up nest, and I'll show you now what the habitat looked like. This was the actual dug up nest that I could find here. So it, has all hallmarks of foxes. This will be a prime site for the community group to do the National Nest Predation Survey in the coming months. So you'll be really excited to look at that and look at the urban foxes that actually occur in the area. But this is what I'm saying. This is the actual on the ground. You can see some nice birdies there, nice swamp hen there, lots of birds. But basically up over here in this region up here, this is where you're just up the top there, up the top of the hill. Turtles love to climb to the top of hills because, as I said, they need to breathe, and if it rains a lot or it floods, it needs to drain off, the water needs to drain off so the eggs can survive. This was potentially is a turtle hotspot or a nesting hotspot that is very important for conservation going forward. We want you to go through 1 Million Turtles right now and actually look at use the drop-down menu, and you'll find the predictive mapping tool. You can search your local area. You can zoom in like this. And actually, I love using it on the phone. And please contact us if you want to create a turtle haven in your local urban wetland. We can work with councils. We can work with management agencies, and you, the communities, to create that. So happy World Turtle Day, and see you soon.